So as you have installed Oracle 19c via the RPM, now let me give you the another scenario. Here we are going to install the Oracle 19c release 3, and this we are going with the Oracle Universal Installer. See, there is a changes with the Universal Installer and the previous one. What happened in Universal Installer that we can see in this demo, and then you can able to compare what was earlier. So before going to do installation, we need to the operating system information, because the kernel and other things we need to check. So let me check the details of my machine, and then we will start further. So here we are using the Linux machine. So basically we are using CentOS. This is my machine name, DBA trainings. This is the kernel which we are using. So of course, as per the document, this machine is able to install, or this machine is able to handle the Oracle 19c. Okay. For installation of Oracle 19c, first we need to understand the memory. So here we need a minimum 8 GB of RAM for a smooth functioning of the Oracle 19c. So let me check my memory first. And memory detail you can able to find from the proc, and then so mem total, and it will be, this information is kept into proc mem info. So let me give from there. Yeah, I am getting that one. Now as you have seen, I have a sufficient memory, 8 GB is required, and my virtual machine is getting the more than the 10 GB, 11 GB approx. We have given the 12 GB for that. Of course, some OS also kept. Now the next prerequisite is that we can check the swap space. Swap space is also play the critical role when you are installing. So always make sure you can use swap space should be double. Of course, it's not nowadays, but there is a thumb rule for that we have to follow. And the thumb rule is saying if you have RAM 1 GB, of course it won't happen. In the 1 GB, you are not able to install the Oracle 19c. But just example, the swap concept I am giving you. If you have a 1 GB RAM on your Linux machine, then RAM should be double of your swap space should be double of your RAM. If you have a RAM from 2 GB to 8 GB, then swap should be equal. That means if you have 4 GB RAM, then 4 GB swap. If you have 6 GB, 6 GB, 8 GB, 8 GB, like that. But if you have a more than 8 GB RAM, the swap size should be 0.75 factor. Like if you have a 4 GB RAM, then 3 GB. If you have 8 GB, then 6 GB, like that, 0.75 factor. So I am using here the more. So let me see, I am using 12. So almost it is not double of my RAM, but yes, it is able to handle any request. Next thing, we have to check the temporary space. While you are installing the Oracle, you need a temporary space, and this temporary space should not be less than the 2 GB. So that is required. This is the thumb rule for installing Oracle. We have sufficient use. We have 20 GB out of that 11 GB use, but we have a 11 GB as of now on the for temp. So it is good enough to handle any request. Let me see my all file structure. So you can see here we have a good enough amount into the directory where I am going to install in U01. So that's okay. And one thing we have to keep into mind, my Oracle installations required some CPU as well. So let me find a CPU. We have sufficient CPU, but let's find it. What is the CPU I am getting? After grab, give the space. So I am getting the model name. Anything you can put. And then what I'm getting? Proc CPU info. So this will give you. So that's why the model name is coming. If I can put something different, it will come the different. Like machine name I want, anything you can put, or you can put like CPU details. This is the just for your reference purpose. Got it? So by default it is available into MEM. So we are getting, or you are able to modify it. See Linux, what is happening? It's basically a repository, and everything is file. Even if hardware is a file, if we will modify over there, so model name can be anything else. Just we have to go to that location and we have to modify it. We don't have to do that. Okay, so we have a sufficient memory and everything. Now we are ready to install. So couple of things you have to keep into mind before installation. When you are installing Oracle 19C via the OUI, so you don't have right to edit the installation directory and other things. So by default, it will pick up automatically Oracle home location from where you have unzip your database binaries, or in other word, I can say from where you are calling the OUI. So I already extracted it into my home directory because I don't want to put some different location. Later on, we will delete it. U01, and then we have an app, Oracle, and then product. Of course, I have given the directory 19.0, so don't be confused if we are installing 19, because the release terminology has changed, and that we have already discussed in the theory class. So here you can see, and if I can find here the details, you can see this was my file which I have just extracted into this location. And as you all know, we have to run installer that we are going to execute to get the, this we are going to call to install the software. Okay, now one thing we have to keep into mind before installing, this will become the home. So make sure if you need some different home, you can copy on that location. But am I ready to install? Yes, I am ready to install. But have you remember earlier we were giving the so many configuration file, then bash, kernel parameters, those all. So those all now is also available. But for that, Oracle has given you the yum install. So that yum install will help you to do those tasks. Okay. So here I am starting with my yum install. Yum install by Oracle database pre-install etc. So what it will do? It will do all the like other things. So as you can see here, for this, I don't have privilege to do it. So I need to go to the my root directory. Got it? I need to do from the root. So let me open the new terminal, and over there I can do this pre-request and other thing. So I can open the new terminal. Let me zoom it so you all are able to see properly. I hope it is clear to you. Little bit more. Okay. Now it's okay. Good. So I am putting login as a root, and then here I am just calling this yum install. So what it will do, it will create the directory users, those all the file structure as per their need based on the OS. So what message you got? Yum install -y Oracle database pre-install 19C. Okay, you are not getting it. No problem. I will try with some other. So let me give the full path and then we'll try will it taking or not on the my yum repository. Otherwise I need to update the yum. So no package it is saying available. So in this case I can use the lower version repository if it is not available on CentOS, and then we can do it. No problem. 18C it is available, so we can use that pre-install. It doesn't make any difference. Pre-request is the same for both. As repository, I don't want as of now for CentOS. So what I can try to work out, we'll try to get from the Oracle Linux, and then it is going to work somehow. Let's see what the result I am getting. So I'm getting the Oracle database pre-installed 19C, and as you checked, we were not having the for CentOS as of now. So I work around and I do with the some other repository which is available into Oracle Linux. Of course, so in this case, you have to keep couple of things in mind. So if you are using Red Hat or CentOS, you need to pick up the RPM from the Oracle Linux repository. So they will put the dependency from your normal repository. Okay, anyway, it was good that it was not available. So that's where we have learned new things, how to install with the other repository. Anyway, so now it is installed repository. We are ready to work, and let's go for the installation now. So my all the pre-request has done. Let me exit from here, and as I was onto the now we are ready for run the installer. Okay, let me go and then I can put here ls-lrt. Let me see the file name which I'm going to run, and then we see the result what I'm getting. So here I am ready for installation, and I hope you all are also ready for that. So let me run this for execute. I need to give run installer, and since we have given the run installer, let's wait. Yes, ready to go. You got Oracle database 19C installer. So congratulations. After that, everyone is aware what to do. Once the graphics came, everyone is able to do it. Good. As you can see, now you are on GUI. So there's a two option. Either you can create the only software. Later on, database can be created, or we can create and configure single instance database. So this will be a starter database will be created. It depends on your choice which you want. So let me go for the create and configure the database. Otherwise, alternate option is that first we have to install, and one installation is done, then we will create the other part. Okay, so it's your wish how you want to go. As a DBA, as a developer, it's your choice, but I always prefer the first installation, and then we can go for the other steps. So as many of you have asked for the, yeah, okay, getting good, thank you. So here we are going to create and configure the first one option. Of course, I am taking here the server class. Server class means we are going to install onto the server basis. So that I am taking. Then here we are taking the enterprise edition. As my database, we need many features, and that's why we are using the enterprise edition. That will be always a good option. So let me check the enterprise edition here. After that, it is asking me the Oracle base location. So my base location should be, if you can see, that is on Oracle base U01 app Oracle. And no problem, I can keep on to there. And this will be the my software location. I hope you are getting the point. This will be the my software location. Okay. So the both are okay for me. Let's click the next. And this will take a few seconds. Now inventory directory. So in the inventory directory, basically it will ask you what and where you are going to install. So basically inventory directory means the simple logic where my repository and other things will be kept. Got it? So no problem. I don't need to anything to change. We install will be the honor. So I can click here, and then I'm choosing the database name. So general purpose and transaction purpose I'm choosing. And once I click on the next, another screen came which will ask me the global database name. Okay, so I am creating the global database name, and the global database name in my case I am giving like anything, like my name or anything what I want. So I can give the ORCL dot, I can give the my domain name. So it's your wish how you want. If you want a container database, then just choose the container database, or if you don't want, don't choose it. So as of now I am just creating the basic one, so I'm not choosing it. I'm putting it just virtual dbatrainings.com, and then later on, or I can use my own name, dbat. This will be better, dbatrainings.com. Got it? So I'm able to create it as per the need. I don't need any container or for those, so I can unselect it, and then I can ready for next. Okay. Okay, if you don't want, then you can remove this one, the domain name. So in this case, what happened? If you will remove the domain name, so then the only the naming will be dbt. Okay, click on the next. So here you can see it is asking me the simple schema. So why not we can choose the such a name which will help us into the some Oracle predefined repository and other thing. So I'm choosing here ORCL. I click on the next, and then it is asking me the simple schema. Of course, RAM by default it will take 40% of the. It's okay for me. I don't want to change anything. Of course, I am choosing the simple schema, so that's why I can get the simple schema. Click on the next. Again, it will take a few minutes, and then will be yes. So this will be my file location for. If you want to change the directory, you are allowed to change it, no problem at all. So like we have a U01, U02. So generally people will choose onto the U02. So like we have a different location. Let me copy this because I am going to use onto this. Last I am just guiding you because we have another release also that I am going to install on same machine. But how people will choose a different, that I am just guiding you. So over there, if you can see U02 I have given, and then here you can make the directory and other thing, you can use it as per your convenience. Got it? Like Aura data, whichever you want, you can able to do it. You are able to create a new directory like Aura data was there, similar way. So it's your wish how you want to proceed, what the directory location you want. In my case, I don't care of these things because these are the some basic steps. So you can choose as per your convenience, but make sure whenever you are choosing, the honor should be the Oracle. Got it? So no problem. I am not selecting this one, putting it cancel and putting on this one. Next, see here one thing you can read. Oracle Database 12c is managed by the Database Express by default. So you can use Oracle Enterprise Manager 12c Cloud Control to manage each of the Oracle Database 19c centrally. No problem. And then do you need a recovery? So for that you can enable the recovery. Of course it's a test database, so I don't want to use it. But suppose if you want to recovery, then you have to give the recovery area where you want. Got it? This is the one thing which you have to keep into your mind when you are giving the recovery area. Getting my point? So okay, take it, no problem. So I'm taking recovery area. I am not using ASM, so I don't want to ASM here. This will ask me the username and password, so I am giving the username and password for both users same as per the, like we have installed RPM into root directory, RPM base Oracle 19c, if you remember. Click on the next. Of course password I have not given the as per the Oracle recommendation. No special character, no numbers, that's why it's giving message. No problem at all. So now we are ready for installation. But here if you can see the database operator, those all came. So OPR is the operator. So how these all came? These all came based on my pre-request, which we have run from the RPM. Have you remember? We have run the RPM. So based on that RPM, those came. So if you want to change, you are able to change it to someone else. No problem. I don't have any problem. And then I can click on next. So I don't want to run the any script here. Okay. So I just, this is saying what? Automatically run configuration script. So what happened? Sometimes if you remember earlier what we were fully depend on the OS admin, and then we ask them the root access, give the password, do all the thing. So here their root user will give the password as per their side, and it will be automatically done. That is the one option. The second one is what? After the installation, it will ask me the root should execute, and then we can run from the root. So the both way it is possible. So let me go with this run. Or then click next. Now my installation has started. It will take couple of minutes. So approximately 35 to 40 minutes it will take the installation. So as you have seen, it take the longer time while the first time you are doing, because they have checked everything, global setting, then database addition, Oracle base, software location, privilege operating system, the group, another thing, root script execution. So here you can see root user credential. Got it? And if I don't want to this one, so then you don't need to select the root privilege. So it's your wish how you want. Got it? Then inventory location, this is if you want to change. But if you can see this software location, you are not able to change. And that's why I said in the beginning, while you are installing, there is nothing like edit option. That's the one change in 19C when you are installing with the OUI. Then those other purposes, yes, you are able to do it. You are able to do those all the steps, cleaning, database storage, locations, recovery enable. So I don't want to root here. It was just guiding to you because I know all the things in my, here you can see everything is success. So available physical memory and those all you can find everything is success. Got it? If I can go back, and here I don't want to the root, so I just removed it. Why I removed it? You clearly understand behind that logic. Okay, during the runtime I need to shift the ownership and other thing. So that's why I did it. Now again it is going to check because we have changed the some configuration, so it will check and it will take couple of minutes. Then we'll continue for the further. So now we are ready for install. Let's click on the install, and this will take 35 to 40 minutes for installation. Approx I am saying. So depend on your hardware, depend on the RAM on CPU, it may be less or more. So as of now it's 7% installation. Good. So now you are able to see that it is giving me that I can run this script from the root user. So let me copy this and then I can run it from the root, because we have not given the password for root. So it asks you to open a new terminal, switch user as root, and then we are ready to execute it. Let me zoom so you all are able to see it. Okay, so I am running it. So they have changed the permission and other stuffs as per the rule root.sh. Of course, the another one also we need to execute, that will ask me about the permission for the path and other things. So yeah, Oracle home directory it is asking, and bin I'm putting this. That's it. We have done this and we are ready to go for that. So I can click OK, and then my installation in the progress. Here you can see execute root script. This is the new you found. Got it? So now it's 19%. It will still take 15 to 20 minutes. So let's wait. So you can see that still it is in a progress. So it is taking longer than expected. Now we can see that recording which we are showing, it's approximately 84%. So I'm pause here. It will take again next 10 minutes. So finally you can see that My installation has completed. Let me copy the URL which we are going to use when we will access the database from the Enterprise Manager Cloud Control. And that's it. So I hope you all have seen that. Now before going to further, let me try to get that. So you don't find that one. Environment variable we need to set. And the database name I have given ORCL if I remember correctly. Good. SQL Plus. It asks. So you can give like sysdba and then the password what I have given. If I remember correctly, I have given the password. So let's see. Yeah. So congratulations, your database has installed. Let me run the command and check it. What is the status of my database? So good. So it is up and running. My database is read and write mode. As you know, we have opened. So let me give and try to access this which I have copied. The port number which I have used. If I remember the port number I have used, localhost and the DB trainings. So let me check it and then we'll check onto that part, or we can do like https colon slash slash DBA trainings colon 5500 slash em. So in another video, I will show you that how to access the OEM and other stuffs. As of now, this is for this. Congratulations, you have installed 19C. Okay. Meanwhile, let me go for there and see the directory we have. So this is the directory which we have. If you can go here, we have a couple of other things like DBS folder, demo folder. Those all are we are going to use. Then SQL developer. And similar way the others as well. So the bin directory, which is the most important for this. So cd bin, and I don't want every time it should ask me the installation after installation, the binary and other thing. So you are able to transfer the bash profile and other. So let me execute this script once again. There is no problem if you will install multiple time. It won't make. And if I can give this bin directory, good. So I have given the bin directory. So content is already there. Okay. And alternate way is that we can go to that bin directory, and also we are able to call from there, but it is not a good option as I don't prefer this one. So here you can see a and ready. So you are ready to use this machine. We have taken that HR schema. So let me unlock that user. So I hope that HR is there. No. Identified. Spelling mistake. Generally, we are habituated for bigger machine. So some key in the lab is different. Oh my God. Again, what is this? Account unlock. Above we have written correct and here this one. So ready to go. Good. And now I am able to connect with this. So we have all the things. That's it. So that's for this demo. We'll continue in the next demo. So I hope everyone have enjoyed. And see, next time if I will open, I don't need to this one. We are able to open that direct from anywhere and we are able to use it. So here you can see just we have to set the environment variable and we are ready to use it. Got it? So this is the way we use day-to-day operation into our database. Let me again. Good. Thank you. And that's from our end. I hope you all have enjoyed the session. So that's it. Let me exit from the session and we can close the session then. Thank you.